happened with the chivalry? You see that bar? You see the bar full of men seeing women in heels stand up?
Why would somebody want to give up their seat for you? You knew you was going to be standing up when you put the heels on.
Oh, well, you know, things like going out with your friends.
I have an issue as long as the guy's not a threat.
Red flag you could ever get from somebody.
Women oftentimes overlook the good guy and go have fun with all the guys that will never take them serious, add them to their roster, they get ran through.
I know you say you paying for the first date, so I brought my kids and my dog. We all hungry.
Why would you bring your kids?
It's a package deal.
See how some of y'all be doing, baby. It's not fun when them roles is reversed, huh?
Kids, man. What's up? Give me a hug. I know you say you paying for the first date, so I brought my kids and my dog. We all hungry.
Why would you bring your kids?
It's a package deal.
But I didn't even know you had kids, and this is like our first time linking up. And why do you got a dog with you? This is exactly how some of y'all be doing, baby. It's not fun when them roles is reversed, huh?
It's cool when they do it, holler when I do it.
This is my dog, Buttercup. Say hi to Buttercup.
That shit's a big ass dog. Why would you bring your kids to our first date? You want me to pay for everybody?
Yeah, why not? It's Earl. This shit cheap. So like $10 for like a chili dog. What's that? 10, 20, 30, 40. You only paying $40.
If men did this shit to me, y'all asses would be crying. Cause the first thing y'all want to do is call him broke when he don't want to pay for y'all kids. Them y'all kids, baby.
And then my dog need one too. That's like 50.
No,
How's that
I
embarrassing?
am embarrassed. I'm shaking right now.
Okay.
I'm very embarrassed. I am embarrassed.
Okay, cool.
You know, wait,
my bad.
like, for real. Go,
All right, my bad.
All right. See, now y'all see how silly y'all be looking and sounding when y'all be trying to get over on somebody. Looking for a damn caretaker. Take care of your own kids, baby. You busted open for them. Nobody don't have to feed your kids but you. And whoever your sorry ass baby daddy is.
Yeah, she's right. But I have to say this. I don't think that was real. It looked real. That was some good dramatization. I tip my hats off to her. But imagine men just started doing that. And you know how this will work. It will have to be the men that they desire, the men that they lust for. The men they lust for start doing this, things are going to change. But you know what's wild? A lot of ladies would accept it. That's how much is slim pickings out there.
What happened with the chivalry?
Chivalry is dead, and women killed it.
You see that bar? You see the bar full of men sitting down, literally just watching women in heels stand up.
Welcome to the new world.
Like,
You want to know what happened? I'm going to tell you what happened. See, what y'all girls don't understand is that when men get online, they actually be paying attention to the stuff that y'all be saying and doing, right? Especially when attractive girls get online and say and do stuff. That's who they be focused on. So every time you see a pretty girl make a video and talk about how she be disgusted when men talk to her when she out, how she don't like it when men look at her, men have conversations with her, don't talk to her. Like, when she makes videos like that, the men are paying attention. When women like that are making videos, the men are paying attention, right? And so they figure, okay, well, this must be what it is. This must be what women want. Right? It don't matter about the women who ain't really that attractive who get online and be like, oh my God, we want you to talk to us when you out. Like they're not listening to you. They listening to the girls who they find attractive and what those girls are saying, right? So you can't counteract the girls who they find to be attractive and them saying silly stuff online. So back to the point. Because those girls are getting online and saying silly stuff like that, when men go out now, they not hollering at you, they not bothering you, and they not getting up out their seat to let you have it.
You know, it's funny because you see what she's saying. Men are saying this, and then men are seeing girls in Thailand and in Philippines saying, this is why I like black men, this. It does something to a man. I just wanted to add that in there.
You know why? Because you've gotten online and showed how entitled you are, and you've shown how disrespectful a lot of y'all are. Why would somebody want to give up their seat for you? Right? You knew you was gonna be standing up when you put the heels on. It is what it is. But for y'all to think that you can keep getting online and saying all of this outrageous stuff so that you can be a girl's girl and get follows and likes from other women and think that this stuff is not gonna show up in real life some kind of way, it is. See, here's the thing. When men get online and they try to give women advice and tell women about what type of women they like, what they're attracted to, what they want, women meet them with, oh my God, we don't care what you want. We don't care, right? Because you're a girl's girl and you're trying to impress other women. So for the sake of that, it going one ear and out the other. When men try to give you good advice about men that's trying to play you in real life and tell you that if a man just trying to go with the flow of BSing you about a title, he don't really want you, the way that's going in one ear and out the other, you think that that's what men doing too. But they not. They actually using social media to gauge how to deal with y'all in real life. And so because of that, that is the reason why I said, when you going out, they ain't bothering you no more. When you going out, they ain't giving up their seat to you, right? Because remember when y'all get online and y'all try to make it seem like anybody who say anything to you must be trying to attack you? Remember that Man versus Bear? Remember, you can't just get on here and just be saying anything, right? And then think that ain't nobody gonna take it serious or think that there is some truth to what you be saying. So if you needed an answer to that question, there it is.
Yeah, that's happening. And what she said about the bear is so right. Men have been shouting it to the mountaintops, but you ladies can't just come online and do what you want. I've been saying in the past couple of videos, just get online. Oh yeah, I don't like when men talk to me. I reacted to a video like that yesterday. I don't like the way men just need to leave me alone. Still doing it. Men just need to leave me alone. Why are men not talking to me? Why are men not giving up their seats in the bars? Look, how men look at it is not only did you ladies choose the bear, you're independent, strong, and you're a boss queen, and you ladies can take on men nowadays. You see it all the time on the internet. You see boxers saying, I can beat up that man, and basketball players saying, I can play in the NBA. It's gotten out of hand. And, when you talk about the bear, I want to share a video with you ladies very quickly, right? Because this video, what it's going to display is it's going to display what a bear will actually do to you. Take a look at this. And this is a man, though, by the way, but take a look at it. The bear just nipped at his leg. The man didn't feel it. He's just looking at the phone, sitting there like it's nothing. The guy that's recording him is in the car, watching. He saw the bear nick at the man's leg. Watch this. Oh! He actually bit him right there. Still choose that bear? He said, you gotta show that back. I don't know why this guy can't feel it. It's like he's taking cocaine or something. I don't know. Watch this. The guy had to speed up. Look. The bear went all the way in. All I have to say is, ladies, do you still choose the bear?
Man is scary. With a bear. What I've heard about bears, they don't always attack you. Depends what man, but probably a bear. Oh, 100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
the responses from men have been terrifying.
Bear don't care about you. The bear don't care. When he's hungry, he's gonna eat. And it ain't gonna be that kind of eat you the ladies want. He's gonna literally do it. As you see. You still choose the bear?
Let me hit that bitch. Where that pussy at, bitch?
Now, darn well men don't talk like that and stand in the hood like that. It's different. Men be in the hood, but they still don't say, but you know what? You know what's happening? What these ladies are displaying, right? Pookie! She throwing up C's. But still, he talk a little smoother. He may say that. But they stopped though. Hey, daddy. But girls walking up on you with the boobs hanging out, any man is stopping. But that's what's going to have to start happening, right? Seriously, because men aren't hearing anything.
Experience from hell. Now, there were multiple red flags in this entire situation, but I'm going to tell you the biggest one. Met this man on a Muslim dating site, okay? Because I am dating strictly for marriage, and I find that a lot of men aren't, okay? So it was beneficial for me to go on a site where people are also intentionally looking for long-term committed relationships. Met this respectful, decent-looking guy, okay? He was consistent in messaging me. He checked off a lot of my boxes in terms of his faith, obviously, but also his background. He was Caribbean. I'm Caribbean. I like this because we can understand each other's culture. So I went on 2 dates with this guy. But on the first date, I was feeling unsettled, honestly, which should have been enough for me not to go on the second one. But I had no real concrete red flags per se. So I agreed to go on the second one to see how I felt by the end of that. If I wasn't feeling it, then I was going to break up with him. In the middle of our date, he looks at me and he goes on some real shit, like, how serious is being in a relationship to you? And I said, I mean, the most serious. No, like, I'm ready to be a wife. This is extremely important to me. Why do you ask? And he goes, well, you know, like, is there certain things that when you get in a relationship that would change? And this was interesting to me that he would ask this so early on in our dating experience.
Oh.
So at this point, we'd been talking for a total of 2 weeks, almost daily. Okay. I think it was daily. And so he knew that on Monday night, I had gone out with my homegirls. Our date was on Wednesday. So, I found it very interesting and convenient that he was asking about changing certain things in a relationship, considering we weren't even in one yet. You know what I mean? This is the second date, okay? I said, change certain things like what? You know, be more specific. And he goes, oh, well, you know, things like going out with your friends. This is the biggest red flag you could ever get from somebody. I wonder you stayed single. And he goes, oh, well, you know, things like going out with your friends. This is the biggest red flag you could ever get from somebody. Let me tell you what. We have been dating for 2 weeks. And within those 2 weeks, I've gone out with my homegirls once. You are already insinuating that I need to change that. After 2 weeks of us talking, we haven't even gotten into a relationship yet. I'm not your girl yet, okay? And you're already suggesting that I need to stop going out with my friends. Ladies, this is the biggest red flag, okay? Not only does this suggest that he has controlling behavioral tendencies, but also it suggests that he's trying to seclude me and get me away from my support system. He proceeds to go on and say, you know, well, when you, for me, I don't really like people being involved in my relationship. And
Well, I can say to this man, he's making the right move. But, big but. And I say this because I had a consultation today. A guy I was telling a guy more about working at home, how to hire others to work for him. And this was the end of the consultation. I told him how I met my wife, right? Same thing as she explained. It was on a Christian website. And the wild thing on this website, it wasn't for Filipinos only. Yeah. Wasn't for Filipinos only. And what I found on the site is that girls weren't serious. The girls that were outside of the country were usually ones more serious, and not because they wanted money. My wife had money. She didn't need my money, right? Look what she just said. You're trying to take me away from my support system. Your support system is keeping you away from my husband. The man is saying, I don't want a girl that's going to be out and about and getting negative influences. Your support system? Are they married? I want to hear more. I want to hear her say, yeah, you know, they're married. You didn't tell him that. But the man, he's just gauging if he can be with you.
I've dated girls in the past
Most
where
likely you can't.
me and her friends had issues because she was always going back to the friend and telling them our business. And anybody that has any real common sense would understand that me going back and telling my friends about what I'm experiencing and my friends not liking it has nothing to do with me or the friend, but everything to do with you. Because my friend is not going to dislike you if I'm telling you, my friends, that you're good to me, that you treat me nice, that you respect my time. Okay? The only way my friend is not going to like you is if I'm telling you about all the terrible things you're doing or saying to me. So he just indirectly told on himself without.
Well, I'll tell you something, right? Because what happened with me in the past, every time the lady I was with had a female friend, the man would be doing something for them, right? Simping to the nth degree. And what happens? Turn around, talks with them, and then she does this. Look at me. And that's where things go topsy-turvy. The man could have had experience with that. But these ladies just won't understand.
70% of men are choosing to stay single. And I don't even blame them. And this shouldn't be a shock to anybody. Dating in this generation is so impossible, and I can talk about it for literally days. It feels like every single woman in this generation is either a gold digger or a bop or both. And so yeah, a lot of men are saying, we choose to be single, we're not gonna deal with this anymore, and I get it. I wouldn't either. That sounds awful. I just saw someone say something today about how I would rather be single than settle. And yeah, me too. I get it. That's me too. But it's crazy because you'll see women come online and be like, men are so sad and they're so single and they're so alone, but not me. I'm having a good time, just the men are having a bad time. And it's like, girl, be so serious for 2 minutes. Anyway, so happy Valentine's Day to all the singles out there. We see each other. We're right there.
She just put herself in the same category. That was a little off. She said, we see each other. Were you talking about yourself? Like, it's no good no matter which color it is, in the West. Not all the time, depends. Because you'll find a lot outside that it's a lot better. But a lot of females, they think they're supposed to have it their way. The ones with the head screwed on right are the ones that understand giving and taking. That's what a relationship is. It's giving and taking. And a man knows deep down, ladies, understand something. Men know. If you're not willing to do certain things, you don't want me. Reciprocation runs the nation.
I have an issue as long as the guy's not a threat.
It's like, what? I should be your best friend. Do you know what I mean? There you go. You don't need no other, how do you feel like your missus is going out there and talking your whole business to the next Man lie. It's like,
So
you know what I'm
would you
saying?
mind if your missus spoke your whole business to her friend, a female? Friend?
That's what they do anyways.
Yeah.
That's always gonna happen. You can't.
But sometimes
That's normal.
Yeah. Sometimes he might even be
I
on
can
your
tell
side.
you. I can tell you why. Here's the thing, I think it goes back to that thing of like not.
You see, these guys, they're stuck, and that's the same thing I told a brother today, right? Because when I first met my wife, guys, let me tell you how stuck I was. She was so nice, I wasn't used to it. So I almost stopped dating her. I almost seen her as a pushover. Seriously, I was brainwashed. I really was. I had no idea that what I did was kind of going to be the beginning of the end for man and woman. But I was brainwashed. You know, the same thing they say, oh, you're using people, or oh, you're doing this, this, and that. Like I told a guy today, right? I said, bro, think about it. Men are actually leaving and finding females to do what they said they wanted, right? And I was happy I was able to do that. It was a blessing. And the wild thing is, I went with God. And I got to say this to you people, right? Why I made the choice I made. Because when I first looked up the country, right, I looked up the Philippines, you know what I researched? Because I wanted to get married. I researched and I saw, I'm going to show you guys right now. 2 countries are divorce illegal. This led to my decision, right? So divorce is illegal in only 2 sovereign nations worldwide. The Philippines, right there in AI. You know, guys, you guys know I use it all the time. The Philippines and Vatican City. Only 2. A country and the Vatican, which is a country but not really a country. That's a part of the Catholic Church. Civil absolute divorce is not available for most citizens. Muslims can divorce, code of Muslim personnel. Couples rely on costly and lengthy legal annulment or declaration of utility.
Intentions are. And I think it goes back to that. Now, yeah, cool. Like just you're saying now, you can only speak for yourself. So yeah, that might be her best friend from when they was young, and she has zero feelings for this boy. But he might have been in love with her since they were There is no way on earth I would ever know that.
Else.
I'm not in his body. I would never ever know that. And then because being a man as well, and I just know certain things and the way men's mind is wired.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, it's just like, bro, when we have issues, you go crying to him. I don't know what information is gonna give you. Because yes, you guys are right in terms of like you have a male that's genuinely like there's zero feelings towards your partner as a friend. That will probably be where she can get the best advice from, which is true. But the problem here is if this man has feelings for your girl,
then it'll be a bit peaked.
Because the information he's gonna give her will be based on his own agenda, and that's where I'm a bit.
For me,
yeah, I mean, it's never really good, right? Like having the friends that are single is not really good, and then her having male friends is definitely not good. But I'll say this, right? When you have a lady with married friends, that's what starts to happen. I'll give you an example. I know a brother that came out here, proposed to a Filipina. They're about to get married, right? When she ran into problems, guess who she called? When she first got married, ran into problems, she called my wife And also, she would ask my wife to ask me questions. And we never ever told her to go astray from him, right? Or to do anything wrong. Why? Because we're married. That's who I would want my wife to call. Because you know what a person that wants to stay married is going to say? Work it out. Not this, oh, run and get the divorce. Work it out. And that's not what's happening in the West any longer.
For dating experience is wrong.
No, I think if that's what you want to do. But I also think that when women get into the dating experience, they get ran through. And so now you're surrendering or forfeiting the good man that you could have because you're not focused on partnership in life. And most of the good men, this is the thing too that I don't think women realize. Women oftentimes overlook the good guy and go have fun with all the guys that will never take them serious, add them to their roster. They get ran through. They have the bags. They have the travels. And a lot of times they don't even get the bags or the travels. They just get ran through. And by the time they're tired of getting ran through, they come back and be like, well, hey, good guy, I'm back.
And that's
you
the
can
guy
love
saying
me.
he's the
And that
prize.
man is married now. Or that man is saying, I don't want you anymore. Or that man has built his own empire where now he has a flock of women that are after him and he would never touch you with a 10-foot pole. And so I think that women need to be much more mindful of the fact that stop looking for the bigger, better deal. That's one of the biggest problems with women. It's like, how can this get better? How can this get better? How can this get better? If he is a good man, I promise you there's nothing out here in these streets.
People be forgetting about
There's
the 80-20
nothing out
rule.
here in these streets. What'd you say?
People be forgetting about the 80-20 rule.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
They do. And, you know, with that 80-20 rules is that 80% of the females want 20% of the guys, and men are done with it. That's why that's happened in the bar. You guys saw the first video. The men's just standing around watching the girls stand up in high heels because they chose the bear. They all want the same, and men could care less a lot of the times. Men are heartless. And they don't mean to be. Right? But when you see this over and over and over and over again, it starts wearing on a man. That's exactly what Dana was talking. Every girl knows. Well, the smart girls, I gotta say. The girls that are smart, that are intelligent, that can sense certain things, the ones that really have their mind open and are open-minded, right? Because I'm very open-minded. You would look at my video and say, he's not open-minded. No, I understand what's going on. I understand what you ladies are going through, but also I know why. And I don't condone it, right? Obviously I don't, or I would have stayed in the West. I'm actually the man that condones it the least. I was one of the first ones. You know, I told a guy today, when you had guys like Al Grease, he went out to Brazil to visit in 2013. By 2015, and never went back. I was here. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe. Other than that, peace out. See you next one.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.